You've gone to a Jazz game the last couple of years, you've no doubt seen the Jazz mascot. You know, the wild bear doing all of those funny tricks. High schools and colleges also have mascots, but who makes all those costumes? Well, Alinco Costume Company does, and Alinco has been taking care of the mascot business now for years.
We, for want of a better term, we call them promotional costumes. Costumes, anybody who wants to get attention for any reason will look to us for a costume.
When Terry Allen was 14 years old, he made his first mask. Little did he know then his hobby would become a business where his work would be seen nationwide. His dad owned the Salt Lake Costume Company, and in 1977 he bought his dad out of the mascot business. Since then, he has been involved in the evolution of today's daredevil mascot attire.
Traditionally, the mascot was just some big lumbering character on the side who kind of helped lead cheers and was cute and shook hands with the kids.
A lot has changed since those days, and Terry has helped revolutionize the standard gear.
Somebody finally decided they ought to listen to what the mascot needed in order to do that. And so they started talking to the people who were wearing the mascots, and we've come up with a much more form-fitting character.
Just ask any professional, like the one behind Sacramento's mascot, Slamson. Movement is everything.
There's no reason to say, well, I can't do that anymore. You know, you just have to do it. You have to have the guts to go do it because you can do it now. There's nothing you can't do in the costumes now.
The person behind the fuzz and fur personally comes to these professionals to be fit, just as you would normally do when buying a suit.
It allows us to give him as much mobility as actually possible. We can look at the way each joint bends, the way each pad moves, and make sure that the way he moves, the costume moves, and so that he's not encumbered by the costume.
From jumping through fire to falling from the roof, these mascots need to see and move in their costumes literally in order to survive the outrageous stunts done on a nightly basis.
We've noticed, I think a couple of times he's come down on the sled and they've been picking fur out of the seats because he's kind of misjudged a little bit.
And how do the mascots feel about Terry and the others at Alinco?
This place is awesome, that makes Alinco is awesome.
Alinco has been the force behind many NBA mascots, like the Sonic Sasquatch, the San Diego Chicken, and of course Utah's Bear. Terry also creates costumes for high schools and amusement parks nationwide. Still, he's a bit surprised when asked about his hobby, business.
I don't know that I can say that I expected it to be this big, because it's just kind of something that's just kind of grown as we've done it. And we've just had a real good time doing it, so it's just always seemed like the next step was natural.
Besides the national recognition, Terry admits it's job satisfaction, which keeps him busy.
You see a kid's eyes light up when they see one of these characters and they go up and give them a big hug, and it just gives you kind of a little warm feeling inside.
Terry Allen and the folks at Alinco have also made costumes for major amusement parks and several hundred high schools nationwide. Got to be durable to endure the rigorous life of a professional mascot. Tough job out there.